What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol QQQ, which is the ETF for the NASDAQ 100. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will, of course, be an update. We talked about it just yesterday, but given the market volatility, it's certainly worth mentioning today as well. The one thing I do want to point out is that the wrench that's going to be thrown in the mix here is, of course, what happens at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Jerome Powell speaks from the FOMC Fed meeting minutes. So keep that in mind. It's going to be a big volatility event. He's either going to say, okay, things are on par with raising rates as expected. The market may like that, or it may just go neutral, right? Or he's going to say things are better than we thought, and the market's going to really like that. Hey, we don't have to raise rates as many times as we thought in 2022. That's a potential scenario. And then if he says things are actually horrible, we're going to need to raise them more than we thought, then I would say we're either going lower or sideways-ish lower. And the reason I say sideways-ish lower is maybe the market's already priced in sort of the worst case scenario with this downdraft here. I'm not entirely sure that that's the case, but again, it just wouldn't be surprising to me if, hey, he says something absolutely horrendous, the market just goes sideways, and it leaves a lot of people feeling sort of dumbfounded as to why that would have happened and not moved lower. Again, maybe it's already being priced in this move here. That's not to guarantee that it is. I just wouldn't be surprised if it is the case. So zooming in here, what are we seeing on the daily time frame chart? Certainly an inside bar, indecisive bar, right? Upper wick, lower wick, small body in the middle there, basically indicating, hey, we're not sure who's in control here. Sure, we did make a higher low, but we also did make a lower high. We're inside of the bar. We're no longer in that gap fill area from the Friday session. The other thing you would start to point out about this is, sure, it is the higher low, but it's also just price acceptance lower as opposed to firm rejection and moving outside of these lower prices here in the QQQ. Now, in the post-market, Microsoft obviously did report earnings, and it's being a drag, making a move lower. So here we're at 339.50s basically. So that is slightly lower, closer to here underneath today's low of day. So let's quickly take a look at the 30-minute session just to see what else we can learn about the price action. We did not hold up above the neckline here from that inverted head and shoulders that we discussed. We're underneath it, spending a majority of time there. A little bit of a break, but closed back down underneath. And again, we're at 339 in the post-market, so well underneath all of this consolidation and price acceptance there, which has to strike me as a little bit more of a bearish indication than a bullish one. We're going to adjust this 341 quarter up to about here. Basically, this level at the 341.82 is more important. Support, support, support. So opening beneath, if we do something like this, I would start looking out for inverted hammers, indecision dojis. And again, this is in the short term up until 2 o'clock. I would probably be flat into 2 o'clock for Jay Powell's announcement. But in the short term on the open, if we open below, start looking for resistance here, maybe roll over under the lows for a move back down for equal lows. Again, this is just based on the fact that Microsoft earnings didn't go so hot, and it's opening on a gap down. So maybe there's weakness out there in the tech market as people start to speculate that, hey, maybe earnings season isn't going to be that great for the big monsters of tech. So that's just one potential scenario to watch out for. But primarily, I think the move is patience here until we get more information from JPOW and the 2 p.m. announcement has cleared. So that's going to wrap up the video inside of the QQQ. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.